the career ends obviously with 4 All-Irelands in the end, and the other one that I kind of wanted to get into was what happened in 2014, because this isn't the first year that you've thought about retirement, is it? Like, there are various stages, like what would have been a very premature retirement in retrospect, but before 2014 was there a time I thought?
13. So I was kind of injured going into the semi-final against Dublin, wasn't on the team, was brought on in that scenario that you hate really as a full forward. You're brought on, you're down 6 points, there's 10 minutes to go, ball lamped in from everywhere, there's defenders all over you because they're able to defend the lead and counter-attack, and it doesn't work, and the tactic is gone and it's too predictable, and Donaghy's not playing well and whatever, and I'm kind of sitting here going, lads, my leg's falling off, like, I can't run, I can't get my leg out of my own way. And we played a club game against Strand Road, against Kerry Rallies, a town league final at the end of that year, and I was walking to the car, and I had my right hand on my left, I had my right hand behind my right hamstring, and I was kind of lifting my leg forward, walking out to the car, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm going to be retiring in 2 or 3 months. And it's from that moment on, I came up with the genius idea that I was going to give myself a massive break and that'd fix everything. So I took like 6 weeks off, nothing but enjoying the winter, and came back, and course obviously stiffened up, and I needed to strengthen, which is obviously big now, but back then it was kind of something that was coming on. So it was definitely from then on I was kind of going, sitting into the car that day, I was like, my Kerry career is over, maybe sport is over. And
was it a hamstring?
No, it was kind of like a groin, but I couldn't lift my leg. The groin moves your leg forward as well, or the hip flexor.
Yeah.
And it was all around that area. It was just burning. It was like someone was stabbing me with a knife in it. I couldn't kick. Like, if I kicked the ball with my right leg, the impact of the ball on my foot was like, like getting a bad jab. So, so from then on, it was, and that's why from that November 13 to the Mayo game in 14, it was just a constant battle, and Ger Keane working with me every day, and running and exercises and strengthening, and and
you went back. You did decide to go back.
I did decide to go back. Well, I said, look, the boys are going to be the only body that's going to get me back are the Kerry medical team and the boys in Santry. So I was like, I might as well be in with them if I'm going to have any chance.
Yeah.
And obviously I was kind of still, a relatively, good player for Kerry. So they were trying to say, look, we want to try and fix this, but it was just hard to fix, and it was frustrating because I'm walking around like there's nothing wrong with me. So come March, that real pain, I'm not lifting my leg anymore, I'm just walking, but I can't run. I can't get my leg up into that full speed motion. But the boys are looking at me walking around, there's no crutches, there's no boot in my foot, there's no sling. So they're kind of going, what's this fella's story? Like, we're 4 months, we're 4 months into the season, let's go start. Like, so I was kind of going, I can't go, lads, I'm sitting above. I remember Eamon came up to me in Aston Stacks Park one day, and he's kind of sat down next to me, we're looking out in the start of the training session, the boys doing a warm-up. And he's just trying to kind of, figure me out really, Kieran, what's the story? And I'm like, Eamon, I can't go now. That's all I'm telling you. Am I going to stop trying to go? No. But I just can't go now, and you're just going to have to wait for me to be good enough. And to be honest, Eamon, if it doesn't get right soon, I'll be pulling the plug anyway, because I don't want to be the guy that's around all year that people are saying, is he coming back? Is he going to play? Every media, some fella does, that's going to be asked of him. And I didn't want to be that distraction. So that's why I was very close to going that year.
What are those conversations like? And because it is somebody you've played with, and and he understands.
I think he knew the competitor I was, and he knew it wasn't psychological. Even though he was kind of saying, look, we need to try and push this maybe. You need to try and push a bit harder. Whereas I was kind of like, no, Eamon, I can't push harder. Trust me, I've been out on the track. I've tried to push. It's not working. When it works, hopefully it works. We went out to training holiday about a month and a half earlier, and I was told I was going to be playing no football, but I was going to be working with the boys 2 or 3 times a day, strengthening and doing all this physio and stretching and everything, like basically living like a pro for a week. And it brought me on a pile, and it was the heat, and it was just the environment I was in, and it was coming anyway. I knew it was coming, but it kind of really rapidly kind of sped up during that. And there was a trial game at the end, and of course, as every training camp, we lost a few bodies, and Kieran is there, a few minutes, and I goes, I'll go in full forward. And I remember kind of making a fake run left and outright, and the ball bounced on the ground in Portugal, and it was rock hard. Of course, the ball bounced way up into the air. And I just jumped up, and the ball was gone behind me, but Declan Sullivan was running off me, so I could see him, but the ball was at this side of my body, and it was behind me. and I jumped, and I was kind of gone past me, and at the last second I just kind of handed it and flicked it this way, and it just bounced and up into Declan's lap, running at full pace, and he banged it into the back of the net.